So I came across, as you see in my shorts, this lady's page, where she calls herself Single Mom Attorney. 208 posts, 22,000 followers, and it says a mom running a family law firm. So you put those two together, it sounds like she is a single mom, and she specializes in telling women how to, I guess, get the child support or something that they're owed. I don't know, but I am going to go through all of her reels while we're here. Now, I am going to give her benefit of doubt beforehand and assume that she is she is helping the women who have like actual deadbeat fathers. Now, that's difficult for me to give her the benefit of doubt, because as you see in that reel, which is this one.
Baby Daddy Math explained.
Oh, shit.
Baby Daddy Math explained. He tells everyone he has 50% custody, but he sees him on...
Baby Daddy Math is asking, why don't they just give the child to the parent who can afford the child without a child support payment after your baby mama files an enforcement, but yet she wouldn't be filing the enforcement if you could afford the child support payment? So how are you going to say that the child should go to you because you don't need the child support, but yet you can't afford the child support payment in and of itself? Baby Daddy.
Okay, so again, I'll even though I uploaded the short, I'll still respond here. She immediately goes to an enforcement, which you look it up, is when she says that you are either late or not paying at all. And as I said in my short, listen, if I'm like, personally, if I'm on child support, like actually, if I'm on child support, I'm sure one thing I would do is say, listen, if you really want to just make this baby a bill, take the child support, deuce the fuck, like, bye. Like, take your child and your check and go. But I also understand that if somebody else took a stand on this and said, yo, look, you want me to pay child support, but yet you also want me to still, outside of that, financially care for the kid? Fuck that. Like, it's either or. I also understand the dude saying, no, that's bullshit. Fuck that. I'm not paying that. You want to put me in jail? Fine, but I'm not paying that. We boycott everything. You can, but I'm not going to assume that he just can't afford it. There's a whole people going back and forth. The child and the family has turned into just a game. So there's other reasons other than he simply can't afford the support. Now, as I said in my short, if you let's say that child support is, let's say mine's like, I don't know, let's go with 600, right? If you take $600 of my money from me every month, guaranteed, because I think some places they take it right out your check, and then I have to still care for my home, and I know a lot of you have said that you are not willing to absolve me from taking care of the child financially outside of this support. So you want more than that 600. So I also have to pay my rent or mortgage. I have to pay for, if I don't have a car, I also have to pay for the maintenance, my own transportation. But like, I still have to cover life for myself. So if you instead give me the kid, remove the $600, I can now make better financial decisions. Well, I can now make financial decisions with including that $600 and with the child in mind. Maybe I figure out a way to have like a babysitter, or maybe I have another spouse or a girlfriend and me and her work something out with the kids and stuff. So to dismiss the idea that I would be able to take care of the child better if you give me child and remove child support, that's a bit of a, like, at that point, you're just being an asshole and not even trying to have a conversation. And this is the problem with the internet, social media, is people just want to be smartasses and not actually sit down and say, how could this problem be resolved? It's just straight up, you're a duty head, fuck you, like that's pretty much conversations on social media.
You do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, but I don't think that's true at all. You do what you love and you work harder than anyone.
That's it. Gentle reminder that if you're enduring the DV because of your children, CPS could get involved. And if he is a true narcissist, he will be good at spinning the truth, not take accountability. Seek legal advice, seek help. Don't let him be the reason you lose your babies. Okay, so what I think she's saying here is if there's violence going on in the house, Child Protective Services could say this is not a fit home for the kids and take them from both of you. So, okay, fine, moving on.
Y'all have been calling up to my office all day, and y'all have been asking when is her soonest available.
Just a reminder that if you have, I'm gonna just start reading these before I even play the song, because it seems like a lot of what she's going to do for the most part is just post words. So to start over, just a reminder that if you have a mountain of evidence and you hire the wrong custody attorney who fails to present it to the judge properly when you want to go back to court, the chance of all of that evidence you collected getting in for the modification is slim to none. Now, I'm assuming that modification is well, maybe two things: either an increase on the child support or a change in the setup of the child support. But this right here should tell you that on whichever side you're on, this should tell you that this child support family court thing is bullshit, because it's not. Now again, like I said, it's just a game. So how could anybody support this system at all? Remove this system and, hey, maybe involve your families in these situations from start. This way you have a little more accountability and less of these problems that occur. A big portion of these problems that are going on like this is because a lot of people, they only want to pick their spouse on fun. And yes, I'm even including the, oh, Mary Fuller, I love this person. Me and this person vibed. But nobody, listen, if you just marry or have children with someone based solely on practicality, a lot of this will go away. But no, you want to flip it and have it no practicality and pretty much all fun. Let's get rid of this garbage ass system. This is not good for anybody. It's trash. When your baby daddy thinks he's going to keep getting away with not claiming his real income for child support, but you hired a single mom attorney for this round of modifications.
I win. Like, keep it a stack. Let's move.
Do you care if he's actually involved with the child is the question that I have. I'm not assuming you don't, but in these situations, people generally just don't care. And as you see, it's a win. I won. I won an increase on child support. I won. That's it. This is it. This is what we doing. When somebody says, yo, nuclear families are just much better. They're just, it's more sound, more structure and all that shit. People go, it's 2023. You shouldn't have to, but we want this bullshit. And this is exactly why if I were to ever have a kid, if you want to go this route, just take the kids in the check and go away. Because I'm not doing this shit with y'all. I'm not. This is stupid. The idea, and another problem that I have with this system that I've said before is it takes away the child paying parent ability to say, nah, we're not doing that with the money. We're doing this instead. So now one parent gets to make all the financial decisions. Now, I'm not talking about if you have a true, absolute deadbeat dad that doesn't want to be there at all. I'm talking about just in general of people who have broken families. Just because we have a broken family does not mean I absolutely want my child to suffer. But we're going to treat me as if I do and take all that ability out of my hands and give it to the mom? That's trash. You do realize how trash that is, right? That's trash. But, shit, let's go back. Me, when I first opened my law firm trying to fit in with the other family attorneys, tried keeping my TikTok a secret from the colleagues because I felt too new to be different. Finally said screw it and started showing my app as me and mom representing moms in family court, branding my firm as single mom attorney and never looked back. Well, okay. Sure. When your baby daddy keeps threatening you and telling you, take him to court, and so when in fact you do take him to court, now he has supervised visits, child support more than doubled, and the child is no longer forced to go over against her will. Okay, now that last part I really want to dig into. What do you mean no longer go over against her will? What does this mean? Like, are you talking about the child? Like his daughter? And why do I need supervised visits? Like this is one of those things where like, it's like how I look at probation. Like, are they allowed to work in society or not? Like, this is stupid. Supervised visits are retarded. If I'm a threat to my child, what the fuck is a supervised visit going to do? What is that going to do? If I truly want to harm my child and I'm like, and I can go to jail, like, why not just whip the supervisor's ass? Or at least try? I don't understand. Unless you, like, especially if you say I'm, like, molesting my child, then seriously, why is the child here? Why? That's even dumber. So I really need y'all to explain to me what's the point of supervised visits. If the child is saying that I'm harming them, why would you send them to me anyway? And if I'm not harming the child, you have no proof that I'm harming the child, who are you to tell me that I either can't see my child or I have to see my child with someone else? Again, I'm going to tell you, take your kid, take your check, leave me the fuck alone. It's retarded. This is stupid. We want to form these cases for the worst of the worst, but they can apply to everyone? All right. Sue your baby daddy. Not following the custody schedule? Okay, let's hear it.
And more. Alright ladies, please don't take this video out of context, okay? The father tried to use the fact that mom was deviating from the court order and giving him more time as he requested it with the child, being a good co-parent, and he tried to use that against her, tried unsuccessfully. When I close out a case with a custody order, I always want to tell my clients, like, I hope you never have to use this. I hope that you and dad can just agree on who gets the kids when, and, you know, the kids are happy going to both parents' house. Like, that is the best case scenario, instead of having to follow the court order to a T. Reminder that being a good co-parent gets you so much further, not just in court, but with your children.
Gotcha. I repeat, if I have to only see my child because some third party said so because you won the fight, fuck you and the kid. Go away. Listen, and again, because I know people are going to say, especially since I don't have a kid, you know, a whole lot of different, like, oh, you're bitter, blah, 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 angry. I have to repeat this as I've said before. Men are human beings. So we're not going to wait until we're like 50 or 60 years old, hated by our children, exhausted of finances because we fought in family court or what the fuck ever, hired lawyers, and went through all that shit before we say, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. We're just going to say, fuck this, I'm out. With or without kids. Fuck this, I'm out. Because if I have to wait on somebody who's not in my family to come up with any type of thing that I have to follow. You are telling me those children are not mine. They're the state's. They're the mother's. They're not mine. They can't be. If I got to go through all of this, they can't be mine. Oh shit, what is she? All right, let's read this. Texas custody schedules for children under 3 years old. Does a non-custodial parent get overnights? Depends on 13 factors. Texas Family Code. Sit around waiting. Caregiving per schedule body effect on the... I'm not... Oh my gosh, she's going too damn fast. All right, y'all pause at any point and read through it. I'm not doing it. Just a reminder that if your baby daddy is avoiding getting served the order to avoid child support, you can hire an attorney to file the counter petition, and we'll get our own process server on it. Yeah, like I said. Parents who don't follow their custody...
Court order that provided them with a custody schedule, and apparently they had been deviating from it a little bit in the sense that dad kept asking mom for more time, and mom was being a good co-parent saying, yeah, sure, you want to spend more time with your kid, we live close to each other, that's not a problem, right? I'll be a good co-parent. I can't go too into detail, but the point is that the dad tried to use that against her in court, basically saying that she don't want to parent during her court order time. So, this is where I start to have fun in court, because then I cross-examine him, and he does admit to having asked her for more time with the child. And basically, the judge was like, so you're complaining about her being a good co-parent? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And also, most court orders here in Texas provide a provision right above the custody schedule.
Now, let's think about this. Because of her situation, well, alongside with her situation, she's now just being like the Mortal Kombat of like child support attorneys. Yeah, we on this side, on this team, about to fuck some shit up, basically, right? Like, and I'm not saying she's doing something like dirty or wrong, but basically, like, again, referring to the game aspect of this. This is a sad situation that's going on in several countries, but specifically here in America. This is sad. That we'd rather have this ridiculous ass bullshit, whatever the fuck this is, than actually, have less fun so we can have more of a structured society. But no, we'd rather have the structure of family court. Cool. Now, I'm not going to go through 200 of these, but, let's actually go and look at some captions first. See which ones look a little tastier, I guess. My toxic trait is dating my ways and refusing to enter a man who wants to go 50-50. Oh, let's hear this. Okay, so this is the first time, maybe the only time I'm going to go to her replies because of her caption. She says, toxic or traditional? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe in 50-50? Ma'am, you own a law firm. How the fuck do you, now this has had nothing to do with child support, but how the hell do you still want traditional when, like, is a single mom a tradition? Well, now it is, I guess. But is that quote unquote traditional? How the fuck do y'all do this? Y'all has to really be calling Kendra G like, I'm a traditional woman, 2 baby daddies. How? That's nowhere near traditional. What the fuck? But all right, let's look at it. Work all day, take care of your kids, cook and clean, and pay for everything split. Delulu. Again, y'all could, just like en masse stop working. But no, we need money for bullshit shit like the mascara she was putting on, right? Like the unwillingness to spend less money, have, again, like I said, less fun, contributes to you needing to work. Do you understand that? That, seriously. Wanting to be solo, single, until you're 40, and then spend all of your money or most of it while doing so, contributes to you needing to work. Like, this is retarded. This argument is fucking stupid. With the exception, nobody traditional. That's my look at it. And when I mean nobody, I'm talking about on the other side, men or women. Nobody's traditional. We all stay single until like, shit, 87. We move out of our people's house as soon as we can, just so we can say we're on our own. In no way is that traditional. We believe in having kids, not only outside of marriage, but we also believe in never even needing to have a relationship with the person in the first place. No, we're not traditional. Stop it. Stop it. Damn. I tested on the first date. I offered to pay half the bill. If he says yes, there's no second date. What do? Your profile is a picture of you on the beach. I think my whole "you're not traditional" stands here. But you want tradition? This is stupid. Why are we doing this? You want someone to hold that traditional demeanor and stance, but yet, are you going to go move back in with your parents until you find Mr. Traditional? No, because you don't really want tradition. You just want the good shit. And that shit is aggravating. I agree. Many thickums. What? Can you really be traditional and name yourself Many Thickums? Is there a daddy? I've been your mom for 6 months forever. Some days are bad, some days are easy. You're all worth it. Love being your mom. He looked like his daddy. Are y'all together? Let's see. Okay. That's not the baby daddy. Is this the baby daddy? Doesn't look like it. Let's see if we can find baby daddy on the... Oh, there he is. Are they married? Do they live together? Doesn't seem very traditional, does it? I know it's real once he takes the single mom out of her masculine era. So again, we're required to clean up some shit in order to be called like real men. But if we say you should never be in some shit to be a real woman, that's like awful insecure. Alrighty. Dating my wage, I like that. I believe in both also. Date your ways with traditional values. If you can't afford her, don't date her. You can't have both. You can't. You cannot have both. You cannot wait until you're one, owner of law firm, and two, also when relevant, a single mom, and be talking about traditional. Like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. Then by those standards, then yes, a man can say 50-50 is traditional. He by those standards, he can say that. He leads. He provides a check, right? So he's traditional. Just because he wants your check too doesn't make him not traditional. He's traditional, very much so, if you can say that shit. He should be so lucky. I am immediately grossed out. I'd rather sit by myself. What? I believe in a partnership. It shouldn't matter who makes more money. However, one person shouldn't have to cover the cost of everything. Do whatever works for your relationship. So in response, we need to reserve such women and put them on a pedestal. Okay, so here's where I think this lady makes perfect sense. It is the year 2023. The idea of it is mandatory for the guy to make more money, then again, like I said before, then by those standards and that definition, if a man is especially if he's the sole breadwinner, then he should be able to walk in and go, this your job. Say my shit. Listen, you shouldn't have to pay a bill. I shouldn't have to wash a dish. That's how it works. Shouldn't have to change a diaper. All the shit that would you consider traditional woman shit, shouldn't have to do at all. Like, are you willing to go through with that? No. That's how you know this is bullshit. Elijah mommy. She doesn't seem traditional either. Which is kind of shocking because usually if you look, well, like the beginning of my channel, you will see that whenever I would cover content like this, usually women who agree with her were always married. But she's a baby mom too, so we'll take it. We'll take the dub. I'm not going to cover all of these. I feel it depends on the situation. In a situation where both parents work responsibilities, mom taking the kids to school in the morning and getting them ready for bed, dad cleaning, cooking, plus picking up kids from school, then it should be fair to split all bills in half. Listen, you can't eliminate nuance in these conversations. You have to, I know it's hard to trickle it in because like how much do you focus on in the nuance before it becomes not even a conversation. You just kind of just spit nuances back and forth. But like if both people are working, which it is in most cases, you're going to have to figure out a schedule that works specifically for you. And it won't, trust me, it will almost never line up to 50-50. Because, for example, and I think I used this, but I didn't upload the video, so I'll explain here. I worked with a guy who was, if it makes any difference, he was a monk. And his like girlfriend was Asian as well or whatever. They had at least one kid together. He worked the day shift, she worked the afternoon shift, so they didn't have to pay a babysitter. He worked from 6 to 2:30. She worked, I believe he said she worked from 3 to 11 or 4 to 12. One of those. So with a schedule like that, I'm pretty sure she gets the kids to school, and because he gets off at 2:30, she probably gets them from school as well. And then throughout the day, whatever the fuck happens then. And then he's with everything that happens like in the evening. So I'm pretty sure, like, if I had to guess, I would say she might leave the dinner and dishes to him. Like I said, she does, more than likely does the school shit, right? He probably helps with homework. And you get it. You can do the imagination in your head. So this idea of we should split everything if we're both going to work, stop it. Do you both make exactly the same amount? Do you both work exactly 40 hours? Do you both drive the exact same distance to work? These conversations get stupid because people are so hell-bent on, we must do equal everything or it's not fair. Shut up. Shut up. You are breeding arguments into your relationship for no reason at all. This is stupid. But let's find one more and then end it on that. And I'll read what I imagine being this entitled and selfish because you're pretty privileged overclouding your ego. You'll only attract what you are, sadly. Now, to end on this, listen. Yeah, absolutely true. You do, in fact. We have to now. We're talking about this shit like Ebony K. Williams or whatever. Listen, a woman requiring her exact wage for like dating or whatever is the equivalent to a guy requiring his exact hotness as a wife, right? So let's say it's a dude who's like elite up there in attractiveness, right? And he says, I only want women who are as hot as me, right? But he ain't got no money or no job. Is he really going to pull her? Like, she might let him fuck, right? But outside of that, like, commitment level, will this attorney get a hot guy, right, who's hotter than her and say, cool, I'll pay the bills? Sure. Would she do that? Like, if you wouldn't do that, then why would a guy date you purely on your income when if he making bread like that, why would you restrict yourself like that? That's stupid. Do you realize how retarded that is? Imagine anybody restricting themselves greatly on something they really honestly don't give a fuck, that much of a fuck about. Something they could absolutely do without, right? Throw your comments in the comment section. I'm out. Be right, not positive. Holy shit. How do I turn this off? Oh shit. Damn it. Why the fuck can't